Yo, I'm Kurose Gaming, and welcome to the channel. And guess what? It's summer, guys, and hopefully more videos. Hopefully more videos. I do apologize for the lack of content. Beyond college, I had to go and buy a new capture card, and that in and of itself was just very stressful and annoying. But we're back, we vibing, and we chilling. And for the next few videos, we're gonna be focusing on a franchise that many people love, that being The Legend of Zelda. In 1986, Nintendo will release the original Legend of Zelda on the Famicom Disk System, and later will be released on the NES in the US in July of '87. The game has you play as a young hero named Link, who has to collect the 8 pieces of the Triforce in order to save Princess Zelda. This game was loved back then and is still loved 35 years later. It also left a big impact on gaming by being an early example of how to make an open world game with non-linear gameplay, laying the groundwork for action RPG titles such as Soul Blazer, Alundra, and Brave Fencer Musashi, and being the first home console game with an eternal battery used for saving your progress, which is so much better than putting passwords in. Now, of course, I'm preaching to the choir when talking about The Legend of Zelda. Many have talked about this franchise with great praise and criticism. And for this, I want to bring my own praise and criticisms of each of the mainline Zelda games. So, I hope you guys will join me for this Zelda, retrospect? Marathon? Let's just call it reviews for now. Other than that, let's begin off with the first Legend of Zelda, often considered one of the best games on the NES. And in order to do so, well, let's go check out that story. Long ago, in the land of Hyrule, Zelda gets kidnapped by the Demon King Ganon, who's looking for the Triforce of Wisdom, where Zelda splits into 8 pieces so that he can't take it. Link, is a young boy in a green stylish tunic who's tasked with collecting the 8 pieces of the Triforce and defeating Ganon. Bada bing, bada boom. That's it, that's the story, let's move on. Okay, before we begin, let's talk about the gameplay, or let me at least try my best to talk about the gameplay. And why do I say it like that? You'll find out eventually. When you begin the game, you start out with nothing, nada, not a pinch, some other shit that I don't know words to anyway. However, after going into this welcoming cave and getting a sword from an old man you've never met before in your life, you're off to, north? East? Left? Wait, where the fuck am I supposed to go? Kuro? Not just yet. Let's talk about the controls. Yeah, let's just talk about the controls. Link can move in the 4 cardinal directions, up, down, left, right, and by using the A button you can swing your sword at enemies, and later you can use the B button to use equipment that you unlock after every dungeon. A cool thing about the sword is that you can shoot a beam from it at full health.
That is if you can keep it.
Damn it! Okay, just don't lose your cool just yet. Everything is fine. Let's talk about something else. Something else. How about the dungeons? Let's talk about the dungeons. The pieces of the Triforce are scattered across 8 different levels that scale in difficulty. Once you find the dungeon, it's just a matter of going through it, finding the equipment like the bow, and finding the boss, all to get a health container that can give you 1 extra life point and the piece of the Triforce. After collecting all 8 pieces, you can take on the final dungeon where you have to fight Ganon. Now, for the most part, the signature puzzles are present, but they're very simple. However,
the overall puzzles are just...
Come on, Kuro. You're almost there. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about the upgrades, and everything will be fine. As you progress through the game, you may start gathering equipment such as a bow, bombs, a boomerang, and many more items. Most of these are locked behind dungeons, with some being optional while others being, well, important. There's also shops in this game where you can get a shield upgrade, health potions, and other items as well. And these are expensive as hell. But luckily there's these little rupee games where you can guess which one will either give you rupees or just plain out rob you. Also, in order to find some of these items to make the game easier, you need to know the secrets, but, oh, who am I kidding? Fuck going through this game! The original Legend of Zelda does not hold your hand, like, at all. In order to get through this game, you need a map to know where you're going. And guess what? You see that in the top left corner? That's technically your map.
What the fuck?
Everything as well is cryptic as hell. An old man you come across in the overworld or in dungeons doesn't really help with his advice. Did the dongos hate smoke? How the hell am I supposed to defeat them with smoke? But Kuro, they mean with a bomb. And how am I supposed to know that, huh? Oh, and don't forget the enemies that's as annoying as a fruit fly, Jesus Christ. An example is the Dark Nuts. Wait, Dark Nuts? Dark Nuts? I don't fucking know. Anyway, Dark whatever can't be attacked in the front for some godforsaken reason. As such, you gotta attack them on their sides or from behind, which is easier said than done because they can easily change their direction and fly. And do not remind me of the Wiz Robes. Wiz Robes can teleport and shoot beams that cannot be blocked using the shield. By the way, there's also 2 variants of all the enemies in the game. The orange variants are not too bad, annoying but not bad. Oh, but the blue variants can swallow a same-day delivered Amazon package full of dicks. They're so much stronger than the orange variants and can just fuck right off. And finding secrets is hard, as you can't tell which spot on the wall to bomb or which shrub to burn because everything looks the fucking same. Jesus Christ. Okay, so the game aged poorly, which at this point is nothing new. Other reviewers have pointed this out. However, there's still some good things about this game. First of all, the controls is sputtery smooth. The music, of course, is recognizable and it's pretty catchy, and the graphics is nice and simple and clean. Now, the one thing that I don't think has been given as much praise is its replay value. Because of the fact that you don't have to obtain over half of the items in the game, you can switch it up every playthrough. Want to just use the basic sword throughout the game? Then go ahead. Want to have a playthrough where you only use certain items? Then go right ahead. There's also a more difficult mode known as Second Quest, which alters many aspects of the game, offering a harder yet refreshing second playthrough. It can be unlocked after beating the game or putting in Zelda in the name select screen. Now, am I going to do the second quest? No. Fuck that. On to the verdict. Now, should you play this game? Yes and no. Now, I say yes, as you should experience what kicked off the Zelda franchise, and also what would be the prototype for Breath of the Wild. But for all the reasons I listed before, I would easily say no because this game design did not age well, like at all. Now, this game is more or less a iffy for me. Now, if you do decide to play this game, at least play it on an emulator or through the Switch Online service, because you can use the rewind function and it makes things so much easier. My time with the first Zelda, to be honest, was not fun at all. I actually played this when I was 8 years old through an emulator, and 13 years later, I went through the same experience of constant deaths and the feelings of being lost 24/7. However, I later enjoyed exploring what the game had to offer, finding the little nooks and crannies and the little secrets of what this game had to offer. But I'm not gonna lie to you. If someone told me that I had to go back and play this a second time, I would say fuck you to them. Especially because I don't want to drop $300 that I don't have for another console. And with that, I'm somehow surprised that I did not draw my Switch out of the window. Anyway though, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Again, I have to apologize for the long wait. Yeah, getting this capture card was a conundrum in and out of itself. I don't even want to think about it anymore. But nonetheless though, make sure you like and subscribe. And yeah, if you enjoyed the other enjoyed the videos, make sure you check out the other videos that I have. And other than that, though, I'll see you guys for the next review where we're going to be talking about The Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventure. Oh, God, I'm not looking forward to that one. But other than that, though, stay safe and stay vibing, my guys. Oh, you cannot see my face.